Wait, I don't even talk like this in real life. Somehow, I keep seeing this kind of expressions everywhere on social media. Like people say savage, flexing, or even rude words, but they all seem normal in chats, comments, or captions. Why do people use language like this differently online? Hello everyone! In this video, we are going to talk about language use in social media communication. More specifically, we focus on three types of expressions, which are slang, taboo, and euphemism. We collected real examples from online platforms, and we will explain how these expressions are used and why they appear in different contexts. First, let's talk about slang. From our findings, we found many slang expressions used in social media conversations, such as OMG, savage, baddie, and flexing. We also found healing, sleep call, and single enrich. These words are mostly used by young people in informal online communication, especially on platforms like TikTok and Instagram. According to Allen and Burridge, 2006, slang is informal language used by specific social groups to show identity, creativity, and solidarity. For example, when someone says flexing, it means they are showing off their achievements or lifestyles. And when someone is called a baddie, it refers to a confident and attractive personality. What makes slang interesting is that it changes very quickly. New words appear, go viral, and sometimes disappear depending on trends. So, slang is not just casual or informal language. It also reflects identity, group membership, and social trends in digital communication. Next, we move to taboo language. From our data, we found several examples of taboo expression used in online communication, such as go to and these expressions are generally considered rude, offensive, and inappropriate in formal situations. However, they are still widely used, especially in social media interactions. According to Timothy J. 2009, taboo language is often used to express strong emotions such as anger, frustration, or surprise. For example, in online arguments or heated conversations, people tend to use swear words to emphasize their feelings. Even though taboo words are considered impolite, they can make communication feel more intense and emotional. But at the same time, they can also create conflict or hurt other people if used without considering the context. So, taboo language is powerful in expressing emotion, but it needs to be used carefully depending on the situation. Finally, we move to euphemism. From our findings, we identified expressions such as pass away, slow learner, intellectually challenged, and delude. These expressions are used to replace words. They may sound too harsh, direct, or uncomfortable. For example, instead of saying died, people often say passed away to sound more respectful. And instead of directly insulting someone,
People may use slow learner to soften the meaning. According to Burrich, euphemism is used to avoid offensive words and to make communication more polite, especially when discussing sensitive topics. It is commonly used in situations involving death, personal conditions, or formal communication. So, euphemism helps people maintain respect and avoid hurting others people's feelings.
To conclude, slang, taboo, and euphemism are three different forms of language that we often find in social media. Slang is used to show identity, creativity, and social belonging. Taboo language is used to express strong emotions, especially in informal situations. And euphemism is used to make communication more polite and respectful. Although they have different functions, all of them show that language is flexible and constantly changing depending on context. Especially in digital communication where people interact freely. That is why understanding these forms of language is important, because language is not only about words but also about people, culture, and meaning.